So, welcome to Zhuxia and Friends. I am the Dungeon Master CD, and I also run two of the characters, Rita and Benton. I am with my player Joe, who runs Zhuxia, TikTok, and Grung, as well as her familiar Steve and um, a strange character, Drac, that we share between the two of us at times, it seems. Um, so with that, um, let me introduce some of the characters. So Zushia,
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to talk?
yeah, just real briefly.
Okay. Zhuxia is a dwarven warlock who hails from the abyss. That is another longer story.
Okay. And then with Zushia, we have Grung.
Grung is a grung who only speaks grung, which the lone word in grung is grung.
Okay, let me check one thing. Okay. Um, TikTok.
TikTok is a sentient cell phone from the 21st century who got stuck in the abyss and was rescued by Zhuxia.
And Steve.
Steve is also from the 21st century, who, due to his misdeeds in the abyss, was turned into an imp and is now Jushia's familiar.
Awesome. And Drac.
Oh, Drac. Drac is the knoll that we picked up off of an operating table that a Gorgon was experimenting with him, and actually a Medusa. And he sometimes turns into a demon through
Yes,
no fault of his own.
he's a poor, unfortunate foundling, but he has made his way into our hearts. And then we have Benton, who Zushia and friends found on their first adventure. Benton was on the road of his own. He's a halfling paladin of the Lady Birchta, and he is now one of the gang. And then finally, we have Rita, who is a one-eyed human ranger loner who was living on her own with her panther and came across this gang um, who she recruited to explore a strange dungeon that she had found underneath the Mountain of Tears, where the party has been for many a days, weeks, who knows? Been a long time. So, with that, we will begin this session. So, um, last session, uh, the party encountered a planar arch that unfortunately released a strange mist from another realm that created chaotic effects on each of the party members. Zushia was transported to the astral sea where she had a chance encounter with Reynaldo, the incubus that wronged her. She was able to extract some mild retribution before she was pulled back to the others. Their Drac had been overcome and transformed into his alter ego, the Barlgura, Mr. Rotten. The party was able to subdue Mr. Rotten, but it strained them even more. After that, they snuck into the inferno known as the Nuke, where an insane rot troll slave was condemned by the soul drowners to serve. Once the party had knocked some sense into it, it cowered away and allowed the party to retrieve the fuel rods they sought. The party returned to the hideout of Elias for a well-earned rest. However, Grung hears a voice in his head during his watch, a deep, dark alien voice. It recognized Grung as one of its champions, but sought to learn more and drove deeper into Grung's thoughts. To Grung's dismay, the Soul Drowner learned that the party were not true worshippers and sought other ends. It surmised that the party had some sort of tool or weapon of great importance. It summoned Grung and the party to come to it. Grung knew he wouldn't be able to refuse if he wanted to. The rest of the night, Grung sat deep in thought. The only consolation about the meeting to come was that Grung had sensed something of the Soul Drowner's own thoughts as it delved deep into his mind. A hint of fear. So with that, everybody gets the benefit of a long rest. Grung, however, has one level of exhaustion. So, Grung, you see the party start to rouse themselves one by one. Benton is one of the first to rise, and he looks almost chipper. And in fact, he seems to glow, and you wonder what's going on. How did that happen? And is it just your mind playing tricks on you? But there is an actual glow that seems to be coming off of his self, his aura, his essence that fills the entire chamber completely almost. He gets up and stretches. Wow, that was some rest. Oh, blessed be Birchta, but I had quite a vision and quite a rest. I feel wonderful, incredibly enough in this place. Hi, Grung. You don't look so good.
Oh, are we still under the effect of the champions
Yes, you are.
benefit?
Hmm.
So in Aquan, oh, it was terrible. I could not sleep all night. I know the mind of the Soul Drowner a bit. It's
Oh,
terrible.
that's I'm so sorry, Grung. I had a wonderful dream. Lady Birchta came to me in my dream in this actual cave. She was in the form of a silver fox, and we sat and we had tea together and just wonderful little small talk. But she gave me something in my tea. She told me to drink it. She said that she was worried about the effects of the mark, and she knew that it would be harder for us to deal with the what was to come, and she thought that this would be helpful. She said she told me to keep my friends close, and I could protect them. Other
I
people.
I too feel that my patron is close to me, in that he gave me a gift. Gift of the deep oneness.
Oh,
I
that's
I feel as if we get rid of, or he said not to worry about the mark, that that it would that we could take care of it.
well, kid. Rita kind of gets herself up and dusted off and kneels to pack her belongings. I didn't have any fancy dreams or visions. In fact, my dreams were kind of restless. But I got a sense that we got to be careful here. Um, this mark, I think, it's going to make it hard for us to harm the soul drowner. I think I know that I have a tendency to kind of go off on my own, hack and slash with my trusty hand axe, but I'll try to rein it in just so that we can work as a team, and I'll try to stick close to this guy. And she points over to Benton.
You know, if we head back to the temple and we destroy those eyes, it will weaken him.
Yes, there's that. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that. That might, um, Grung. You get a sense that um, this might be a tactic that you may have missed the opportunity on. Now that the Soul Drowner is more aware,
Gotcha. All right.
but you might be the only one who knows that.
Mm, I feel the time has passed for that kind of action. I do not recommend it. We should make haste. A direct assault, I think, is what's necessary.
Well, it looks like we got this funny contraption right here, raring to go. Grak, are you still game for piloting this craft?
Yeah, 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 Jack. Yeah. Jack, Jack, Jack.
And TikTok, are you going to be a co-pilot?
Yeah. TikTok will make a good co-pilot, whatever that is. I don't want to
Uh,
get wet.
Zhuxia, you were taking a rest with your armor, correct?
Um, yeah, I would imagine.
Okay. Yeah, this is. Did you ever identify this armor? I don't remember.
No,
Okay.
I did
Well,
not.
resting overnight with the armor, you now know that it is a armor with chainmail of radiant resistance, which
Oh,
I'm sure I know you already have that, but
great.
that's yeah. But that you can now know what your armor does.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
And any other last preparations that you guys are handling at this time?
uh, um, is the busted up mobile penta database, is it able to repair armor? I know Drax has some damage to it.
Um, yes, it does have some repair ability. Let me check on that ability here. Um, you can use the technical repair, um, and but it does require a short rest of time to do that.
Okay. Could it have done it during our long rest?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Okay.
So roll me a percentile die, and this is a uh, non-magical armor, correct?
It's magical armor.
Oh, it's magical. Okay, it is not successful,
Okay. Oh.
unfortunately.
Oh. Okay. All right. Then, yeah, Drac will get into the bathysphere there.
Okay. As you guys are getting prepared, Elias Dufresne pulls himself just kind of like up onto his elbows from his rest. He was like really out. Um, he uh, uh, he pulls himself up and he rubs his eyes and he's like, "Oh, friends, why? I've been having such deep, powerful rest. Uh, thank you so much for all that you have accomplished or been trying to accomplish to help us. Um, I was hoping that I would be well enough to travel, but I don't think I'm quite there yet. And I know that in my current state, I'll only jeopardize myself and all of you. But please find Bryn. If she's safe and sound, tell her I love her, and we'll be together soon.
I will do that. We will do that. We will certainly find her. So,
Okay.
do you think once we bust open this wall that we will be attacked and we will need to fight our way through, or can we continue our ruse as champions? From Do you think it's just the soldier honor that knows, or do you think everybody knows?
Roll me a perception check.
Grung?
And whoever was thinking this,
She was thinking of perception.
okay. Um, you do have a strange feeling upon getting up after this long rest, and you're trying to put your mind on it, or you're trying to put your finger on what's going on. You do get a sense that things seem to be a little bit quieter. You don't hear as much of the clanking sounds of sewer or running water. Um, and to the north of you in this cavern, where the cave wall is pretty thin up against the wall of the Crystal Clay Arena, uh, you don't seem to hear as much sounds of uh, activity.
Hmm.
Others kind of are looking around and kind of getting the same kind of sense that something's changed.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, are you ready to run, Elias?
I, I I'm not going to be ready. I'm afraid. I will. Ready to start the machine?
Yeah, yeah. We'll start the machine, but I guess be ready to hide or something.
Oh, yes, right. Okay, very good. Uh, let me let me gather my belongings and then I will be ready. Yes. I hope.
Okay.
I may need to hide in the pipe until I can tell the coast is clear. That's probably the best. And he starts gathering up everything. Um, you see him make his way to the opening to the pipe, and then he waves goodbye and crawls in there, and then he stations Durbo right over the opening there to kind of like protect that side and block it from anybody looking in.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So there is a bathysphere character sheet.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm looking at it.
yeah, you can start bashing your way through.
Oh, that's just that.
Yeah.
Haha, that's the description.
All right. Crunch, crunch. So with one action, uh, pieces of rubble start coming off. The opening is getting wider, and you can see the glow from the continuous light drift globes in the crystal flame arena start to fill the cavern. Um, are you going to go again?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good there.
All right. You give it a couple another hits. Um, a little bit more crumbles away. It is about um, 2/3 of the way to the point where you can now push through. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to ask. I put all the tokens on one place for easy movement, but um, we have Drac and TikTok inside the bathysphere. The others
Yeah.
are how are they? What's the marching order?
Uh, is there room enough for everyone to kind of sit on top of it and kind of ride the bathysphere?
No, not really.
Not really. Okay. So we'll go Grung in the front. Grung and Grung.
So is Grung leading the bathysphere,
Uh,
or is he
I
like
would say
right behind the bathysphere?
behind. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Then the bathysphere is taking point.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay,
Bathysphere, then Grung, and then Benton, Rita, and Zhuxia in the rear with Steve.
okay, okay. You have to remind me when I separate all the tokens again. I just pile them on top of each other just so that I can move things easier.
Gotcha. So
Okay,
yeah, I'll attack again.
all right,
Crush, crush.
all right. Um, Splash, and you erupt through the wall like a big metallic Kool-Aid man, and
Oh yeah.
and you are now in the Crystal Claim arena.
Okay.
Okay.
Is the floating
The Crystal
floating
Claim
warlock?
arena, as far as you can tell, has been vacated. There is there's the throne which sits idle off to the side, but there's nobody sitting in the throne. You hear the gentle splashes of waves, but the overall activity of the crystal claim waters is pretty calm at this time. The whirlpools themselves are just gently stirring and not even creating much of a vortex. Are you
Okay.
splashing into the water with the bathysphere, or are you going to try to stay above it and swim
Yeah.
along?
No, we'll stay. So the characters that are not in it will they'll get onto the sidewall,
Okay.
and then the bathysphere itself will splash into the water and start swimming.
Okay. So you continue you continue on your path.
Yeah, we'll go to the we'll go towards the nuke. Did it always say 9 up here?
Uh, I think I must have knocked something around, but
Okay.
no. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you continue on your path. Um,
Is the door at the end of the hallway still open, or is it open, or is it closed, or
it is
closed?
currently closed.
Okay. Uh, Grung will open the door for the bathysphere.
Okay.
And actually, at this point, now that we're in, once we get to that point, it'll be the characters, and then the bathysphere will be behind.
Okay. So all the PCs will be out in front.
Yeah, yeah. Until we're, you know,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll just pop them like that then. Just I mean, Grung will be taking the point though, mostly.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
And actually, the light source will be the eye stalk of the apparatus.
Okay. Can turn the light on for it. Don't know if that matters, but not. Okay. So you open the door and you can see into another dark, wet hallway that you are familiar with, at the end of which is the hauntingly familiar archway, which does not seem to be doing anything at this time. All
Okay.
seems to be dark and still very quietly, ominously quiet.
Okay.
And you
Uh,
start to push your way down this passageway, um, and it the bathysphere just fits with about less than a foot of room around it as you pass through this circular passageway. It climbs out, and its legs are once again used for ambulation instead of paddling through the waters.
okay.
Okay. You make your way down again to the nuke. The,
Okay.
um, so as you are making your way down towards here, um, you are aware that it is hot, but not as hot as it was previously. You can see that the door is ajar here.
Oh. Okay. Uh,
The hot, acrid smells are filling your nostrils. Um, your skin begins to tingle with the radiant energy that is filling this area.
okay. No troll to be found.
Roll me a perception check. It's hard to tell, but you have not heard any creatures in this room so far.
Okay. Um, we'll step in and try to make a path along towards these barrels where the fuel rods are, and maybe another barrel, pick up a barrel full of the fuel rods and put them inside the bathysphere.
Okay. All right. So you make your way in, and uh, you were correct. There is no troll in here. The uh, the nuke, the power plant, seems to be operating not as vigorously as it was once before. There's still a bit of a fire, but it is just not as violent as it was previously.
Okay. Um, are
And
are the are the rods still there?
yes, there are some.
Okay.
There's an open barrel where you left it. Um, there are some rods left. It seems like some of the rods have been removed more than what you remember taking out.
Hmm. Okay.
All right, but you were able to grab a quantity of rods, four more rods.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's uh, let's examine that door on the west wall.
Okay. Who will your examiner be? And
Wrong.
Grung will examine.
Yeah.
So you can roll me a. You do notice that the door does not seem to be any different than some of the other doors that you have come across. There doesn't seem to be any kind of mechanism locking this door, but you can definitely check for traps.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if a sneaky person has done anything crazy.
As far as you can tell, there are no traps here.
Okay. All clear. Opens the door.
Okay. All right. Door opens, and you can see a passageway. This passageway seems to already start to slant in a downward angle. And at the other end of the passageway, you can see that it is filled with water, um, and then it turns south. As it turns south, it angles down even further to the point that the whole passageway becomes um, more and more submerged with water.
Okay. Game on. Yeah. Let's continue.
Okay. So as you move forward here and look around the bend, is the bathysphere still taking the back end here?
Um. Yeah. Let's say that. Let's say yes.
Okay. So as the characters who are taking the lead start to go into the water, they realize that they can't breathe water yet. And in a few
Oh.
feet, they will be completely underwater.
So. Okay.
But
My.
you do know that you can cast water breathing on yourselves.
Oh, we still have that ability.
Yes, yes, you
Ah.
do.
Well, because
It's
I was going.
it seems like you still feel like you have the mark of, against amongst you. You just haven't tested it at least recently.
Okay. Uh. So who all had that on them? Is that
Um,
everybody?
That would be everybody who is outside right now.
Oh, I see. The From the mark, we're able to cast water breathing on ourselves.
Exactly.
Okay, okay, okay. I
I
thought
don't
he meant
know, Steve, does he need to breathe?
he can he I think he has a swim speed, and let me just double check here. Let's see. I have a flying and swimming speed. Um, doesn't say anything about uh, not breathing. Uh,
I think that he should probably be okay because of his nature.
yeah, I mean, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, do fiends have to? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just. I googled it. Blah blah blah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so
All
they'll
right.
all cast water breathing on themselves.
All right. Very good. Okay. So you guys start to continue on your path into the abyss
Okay. Oh, in there.
and start to work your way down.
Okay.
Um, as you start to be in a completely water-filled passageway, there are all sorts of dark vines that are growing along the walls. Um, sometimes enough so that you have to kind of cut your way through them.
Okay.
As you make your way down, the passage then takes a turn towards the west here.
Okay.
Turn you guys again here and move on down the road. So passageway continues towards the west and then takes another turn to the south.
Okay. I think this.
Keeping as you're going, it seems like you are descending more and more. You can kind of start to feel the pressure on the outside of the craft and in your ears for those who are not inside the craft.
Okay. Be careful. Up ahead, I think is the where we saw those sharks and other things.
Yes, roll me a perception for Grung. Are you guys using any stealth here?
Uh.
It sounded like you were, so go ahead and roll a
Yeah.
stealth for
Yeah.
Grung as well.
Okay. Uh. Uh. Stealth. Strong perception. Hmm.
So as of yet, um, you can kind of make out that there is a faint luminescent glow coming from the chamber to the south. And you can see that there's all sorts of strange aquatic plant life and coral You do recognize this chamber as the chamber where you had peeked in on Bartleby trying to get audience with the Soul Drowner. Um, so you are moving with stealth. However, as you are moving along, um, you do see that there are some creatures in this room. Um, a large shark that kind of moves around in lazy circles, and then a large aquatic humanoid with a mermaid-like tail, very large, long uh, uh, hands with webbed fingers and claws, and a fish-like head that is holding a trident, a merfolk type creature that is guarding this area. But he seems to be standing there looking in your direction, directly in your direction, and waiting, making no move, making no aggressive action, just waiting.
We approach.
Okay.
Uh, all normal like.
All right. So you make your way in towards this area, and the the guard um, puts a hand up, a webbed fingers salute. Um, the the shark seems to come to a rest at his side, facing in your direction, moving a little bit out of the way here, um, and in doing so, the passage becomes clear to the door. They are stepping aside. Um, And in Aquan, which apparently this creature and any creature can speak underwater and still be heard, um, he says, "The master awaits the champions," and then bows slightly.
Grung nods, holds up the trident, and leads the bathysphere towards um, the opening there.
Okay. Um, as either you said that or something else, the door of its own accord swings inward, revealing a passageway.
Okay. He starts heading down that way.
Okay, the passageway only goes a few feet before it takes another turn and starts to dive again in terms of its depth. But as you are passing through the corner here, you see something in the thick, dark seaweed in the that's caked along the sides of this passageway. Um, It is a body that seems to be tied up in the weeds, lolling, um, looking partially decomposed, bloated, as if it were a drowned body. You can see that it is Bartleby, perhaps
Bartleby.
left there
Oh,
as
Bartleby. Bartleby.
Bartleby, the
Yep.
cultist that you had encountered previously, perhaps left there as a warning to you and to others.
It's all about bad choices. Um, uh, try to keep, you know, try to keep our distance as we pass by the body.
Okay. All right. As soon as the bathysphere crosses the threshold, the door slams shut behind.
Okay.
All right. You are now closed off from the outside.
Only one way to go. And go turn to the north and head ever deeper. You picked the wrong side, man.
All right. I don't want to accidentally drag Bartleby, which I'm doing not because I want to, but because I didn't put him on the right layer. Uh, there we go. Put him on the right layer. Okay. All right.
Oh,
So,
I see him. I see him now. Okay, I was
okay.
zoomed way out.
Okay. So, as you make your way beyond, um, passageway starts to widen, making it a little bit more comfortable for the passengers within the bathysphere moving on ahead. Um, However, as you are moving along, you start to feel a current start to grab you and pull you forward of your own accord, of its own accord. And also, you start to feel fear gripping the inside of your chest. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Okay.
Now, don't forget, everybody gets +3 because of Benton's aura.
Oh, okay. Oh, TikTok 13. Okay, so that's Drac with a 20. Zhuxia with a 15. Grung. Grung. Oh, an 11. So, uh, Grung with an 11. TikTok with a 13. Zhuxia with a 15. Drac with a 20. Yep. Oh,
Okay.
Steve. Steve. 20.
All right. Everybody seems to weather the assault on their senses that seems to drive fear and madness into them, except for Grung. Grung, you have the frightened condition.
Okay.
Uh,
Frightened.
so, and you continue onward. Um, as you
Um,
as you see, you have emerged at the apex of a gargantuan cavern.
It says the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Yes, but the current is taking him.
Oh, 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 run!
Um, you can see as you are emerging here that you are at the very top of a very huge area. Um, you can make out through the murkiness towers of an ancient underwater city far beneath you. Um, However, right next to you, caught in the seaweed, is the wreckage of a different bathysphere. This one is cracked open like an egg,
Uh-oh.
and you pop
Uh,
out into the opening here. At this point, the current stops pulling you forward.
okay. Is,
But I'm gonna spread people out a little bit so we can kind of make it. We can kind of see where you are, and you can place yourselves where you want to be, where you think you would be. How's everybody doing?
Grung, Grung, Grung swims.
Grung, Grung,
Grung
come
swims.
here.
Uh,
Grung.
Grung, Grung, just gonna hold on to the bathysphere and like hide under the bathysphere.
Hey kid, I got it. And Rita will reach out and swim towards Grung and touch him, and she will cast Lesser Restoration on you. Let's all stay together. I don't like this place.
Um, she is gonna go over and take a look inside the cracked bathysphere.
Okay. Um, you you can make an investigation check if you want to see what's going on here.
Sure.
Okay. This bathysphere looks like it was torn apart um, by powerful means, some sort of force that just like tore it in half, basically. And there does not seem to be any living or dead creature inside the bathysphere.
Okay.
But it's a similar make to the one that is currently housing Drac, which I'm going to put Drac to the side here so that Drac we know that is inside the bathysphere, right?
Yep. And
And
TikTok.
TikTok too.
Does this have any intact fuel rods?
Um, Not that you can see with your investigation check.
Okay.
However, as you are thinking about that, your minds are suddenly assaulted, and you can feel a presence approaching you.
From underneath.
Coming up from below is a dark mass of oblivion with three glowing eyes.
Oh man, should have knocked that pillar out. Okay. All right. How close do we have to be to? Oh God.
As this creature is approaching, you see that it is surrounded by two smaller creatures. Um, well, one that is larger and one that is smaller. Um, and so it is not alone. And a voice in each of your heads seems to say, "You have come, champions. Now we will uncover the truth."
Uh, um, how far is the is Benton's aura? Like 10 feet away here to still feel like I'm inside of it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me show it so that you can actually see his aura. I've been seeing it all along, but I forgot to make it visible to players. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, here
yeah.
we go.
Oh, okay. That's, all.
Okay. So, these creatures are quickly approaching. What are you doing?
Um, what do the other two creatures look like? Are they humanoid or
Can you say that one more time?
the other two creatures? Are they humanoid? Or are they?
Yes. What one appears to be a humanoid, similar to the mermaid type creature that was guarding. The other one appears to be a humanoid, just similar to Rita. That one just seems to be swimming with arms and legs, and uh, is just kind of like struggling to keep up with the other creatures.
Hmm. The truth. The truth is, we bring you the key to the gate.
Show me this king.
And I hold up the rod of retribution.
Um, your minds are suddenly filled with like joy, glee, ecstatic excitement. Yes, at long last, and you come so willingly. Perhaps you are true champions. It's approaching closer. Benton is looking very nervous. It's like, um, team, we're not going to just let him get away with that, are we?
Got a plan, Stanley.
Okay, okay. Well, gather up.
Yep. Okay. So let's huddle close to Benton there. Rita, maybe move to there. And so it's coming towards. Uh, they're they're racing up towards us. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
As you guys are forming up, they have now taken a position approximately 20 to like 30 feet away from you, almost on the exact same depth level here. So I will show you their tokens at this point.
Right.
There's the Soul Drowner.
Oh boy.
There is a Marrow Shallow Priest who already appears to be three of the same, as if he's cast mirror image on himself.
Yeah.
And then a woman with blonde flowing hair. Her eyes have a kind of a far off gaze to them.
Oh. Oh,
And
what is that
here
plaything you bring with you, O drowner of souls?
you speak of my slaves. This one
Ah,
here, and a tentacle points towards the woman.
mm-hmm.
I am growing tired of this banter. Give me what I seek, and I will decide your fate.
Of course. This lets me cast this at you.
Okay. This you're shooting a spell at the soul drowner.
It's an area of effect. It's a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, it's a
30-foot
concentration
radius.
spell.
Yeah. Centered on a point here. Okay.
I can create
So,
a 30-foot um,
okay. I
radius
will.
object.
Yeah. Would it be something I can maneuver?
Yeah, I can give you permission to move it around.
Okay.
Let's give it a green color.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Um, and controlled by all players. Save settings and move that. You can just move it
Oh
wherever
my
you
God,
need
that's
to.
a 30-foot radius. Enormous. Boom, 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 boom.
Can you move it?
I can.
Okay, good.
Oh, don't do that. Um, do I want to zap the woman? Yeah, sure. Desperate times.
Okay. Um,
Uh, there we go.
so with
Okay.
that, um, they need to make
It's it's either when they start their turn or uh, if they move into the area. So
understood. All right, let's all roll some initiatives.
my true patron showed me how to destroy you. Uh,
I'm gonna roll for Drac and
oh,
TikTok as well.
okay.
I'll have to make them reappear here. Just
Okay.
I have them on off to the side here, just so that you don't have to deal with them being inside the other token.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, got everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, so Grum, you have a pretty high initiative, 24.
24. Um, let's see, what does that do? It's going to hold out the trident and actually no. He's going to do one of his favorite things. That's not what I wanted. Sorry, let me okay. This is a I'll have to copy and paste it. This is a con save. A 30-foot cone, which will hit all three of those creatures. And it's a con save, DC 15, or be blinded.
Okay. Oh yeah, okay, sorry.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I got it. So con saves for these creatures. The Soul Drowner saves. The Shallow Priest does not. And the woman does what you said, DC 15? 15. So
Yep.
she is also blinded. So I gotta figure out my blind thing. And blind. Okay. All right. That is. Is that your turn?
That is the turn. Yeah.
Okay. So Drac, you are piloting the bathysphere. How would you like to proceed?
Uh, yeah. I'll come over here on Zhuxia's flank and wait for something to get within range of the claws and stay out of the green glowy stuff.
Okay. Um, all right. You are kind of half in and out of the aura of Benton.
Okay.
Okay.
At the end of each of its turns, it can make a save for the blindness.
Okay. Got it. All right, TikTok. As Drac is piloting the bathysphere, what are you doing? You can see out the front.
Am I able to pass through the manhole or the?
You haven't tested it, but you could try.
Hmm. Hmm. Uh, yeah, sure. Let's try a fairy fire a 20-foot cube. So that would be he will not target the woman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before TikTok.
Yeah.
Um, so keep that in mind. There are layer actions on initiative 20. Let me put this in
Ah,
here
gotcha.
um, so don't forget.
Yep.
Okay. So the layer actions. Um, Suddenly you feel all around you the water boiling. It's almost like it's getting angry and furious. Um,
Ah, boy.
um, so there's like no area within this cavern that you can get free of it. I need all of you um, to take actually. So the water um, becomes, it's like the water is raging around you. I need
Okay.
everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And don't forget that if you are within Benton's sphere, you get +3.
Okay. So Steve. Steve is 17. Zhuxia is wisdom. 19. Okay. Grung. Oh, Grung. God, buddy. Let's see who else we got. Drac. 14 and TikTok. Uh,
Wow, TikTok.
33
Oh my gosh. All right,
or 28.
Grung, um, you take 4 points of psychic damage.
Ah, the pain!
Um, and that is the end of the lair action. So TikTok.
Okay. TikTok will cast Fairy Fire so that it targets these two, the merman and the obelisk.
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. Yep.
Oh, the soldier armor failed.
And Shadow
Um,
Priest save.
he
Oh, he's
saved.
blind. I don't know if that. I don't know. Does being blind affect your Dex save?
Quick rules check. Blinded condition. Um, can't see and automatically fails any ability to check that requires sight. Uh, I guess that if you are trying to avoid this, you are looking to move out of its path. So I would say he probably failed on that too.
Okay.
So attack rolls would have advantage on him. Um, okay. However, the aboleth is going to use one of its legendary resistances.
Okay.
Ugh, God. Okay. So with that, TikTok, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So the woman will just kind of like puts her hands up towards her eyes and it's kind of like, ugh, master.
And she needs to make a con save also. She
Uh,
starts her turn inside the radiation.
oh, okay. All right. So con save for her then. Uh, all right. So
Okay.
that is a,
Ni-
uh,
19 points of radiation or radiant damage,
oh, ouch.
and it
Nine.
suffers a and it suffers a level of exhaustion,
Oh, ouch. Okay.
and and emits a dim greenish light in a 5 foot radius.
Okay. So she is suddenly overcome by this, and however, she gets to make a saving throw of her own. Um, all right. Suddenly, she is like, ah, ah, wait, 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 who's doing that? Stop it! Ah, I'm not, I'm not one of its minions. Help me! And she starts to drift off slightly. Um, all right, but she is. What were the conditions that were applied to her?
She's blind, um, which she now gets to make a save, another con save.
One second. Okay, she's blind, and what was the last part you
Um,
said?
she emits light in a 5 foot radius.
Okay,
Uh, and she was exhausted, one level of exhaustion.
got it. Okay, so with the exhaustion, then she gets disadvantage on checks. I'll put a -1 on her there to show that she's got a level of exhaustion. Okay, and that's her turn.
Yeah.
Zhuxia. Oh my gosh, the Soul Drowner had a 1 on initiative. I just noticed that.
Wow. Okay. Uh, yeah. Let's make these count. Uh, uh, yeah. Let's just let's just shoot the blind guy. Kidding. Uh, well, I guess they'd be with advantage, but it was only a 14 and a 12 to hit the blind guy.
All right, neither of them actually hit, and it is mirrored image, so it doesn't even hit any of the mirrored things.
Okay.
as it is
Uh,
just kind of like going in circles a little bit. The images are kind of like rotating around it as it's trying to get its bearings. And I guess the movement of the images made it kind of hard to actually hit.
I guess so. Uh, okay. Then we'll move down to here, and I'll say, come to my voice. Uh, uh, Bryn, yes, Bryn, come to my voice. Uh, your husband uh, sent us for you.
All right. The Constitution saving throw, that was for the spell, but she needs to do another one for the blindness, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Another con save.
Con save, yes.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, she's still blinded.
Still blind, yep.
Okay. All right. Zhuxia. Um, okay. The let's see. It is let's see. Okay. Um, that takes us to Benton. Um, he will try to reach through the greenish haze towards Bryn and try to help her and give her some assistance here. So um, he'll cast heroism on Bryn. That will make her immune to being frightened, and it will uh, give her some temporary hit points at the beginning of each of her turns. Um, that is equal to your spellcasting modifier. So 3. I thought it was more than that. Okay. And he will also call to her, this direction. Okay. Rita um, is going to, let's see. Yeah, she's going to wisely kind of stay put and stay out for now. Um, we'll approach and stay closer to Benton.
That's a good idea. So we get hit by an underwater
Yeah,
fireball.
right. Um, she will hold, or she'll just do a dodge action.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. So the Marrow Shallow Priest now at the top of its turn will need
Needs to
to
make a
make a con save,
con save, yep.
and it
All right.
gets a 21.
So he takes half damage.
Okay.
Uh, 9 points of damage. Uh,
Okay. And then it is still blinded, um,
yeah.
but um, it can cast dispel magic. because it knows that there is a spell in the area and it just doesn't need to be able to see it. You just cast it.
Zhuxia cast counterspell.
Okay. All right. That will take up one of its spells there. Counterspell, I assume, is level 3,
It is.
so that's is all it can do, and it will. So, and you could hear it in Aquan. No, master, I I'm blinded. I will serve, but I must be able to see. Ah, and that will be its turn. It's going to do another con save to see if it's still blinded. Uh, that is a 6, so it's still blinded. Oh my.
Yeah.
All right, Steve.
Steve's invisible, and he's going to. He'll just stay invisible, stay put, wait for something to get in range, and then he'll sting it.
Okay. All right. Finally, the Soul Drowner.
Okay. Con save.
19.
Okay. Just 9 points of damage.
Okay, and it will move. It will move here. And it will lash out at Benton with its tentacles. It has 3 tentacle attacks. So, first one, 20 to hit.
Okay.
Benton doesn't have to worry about these Constitution saving throws because he is immune to diseases. So,
Yeah.
um, second one misses with a 16, and the third one hits with an 11. So, 11 and 13, 24 points of damage to Benton. All right, 24 points of damage. Oh, sorry. That would be 14 because it goes through my temp hit points. And he will need to make a concentration save. He's good on his concentration save on his heroism. Okay. The Soul Drowner is its green eyes are glaring venomously at the whole party, kind of like looking around, and and it kind of gets a sense um, through the bathysphere that there's a mind within the bathysphere that is just outside of the range of Benton's protective aura that will protect it. So I need Drac to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh.
Drac is enslaved, and he is now charmed by the Soul Drowner.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay. right, back at the top, Grung.
Okay, Grung. So he didn't have to get that close. He just was there, and then okay, all right.
His tentacles have a 10-foot range, so he was able to.
Yep.
Yeah, but he
Okay.
was able to enslave
Right. Okay.
Drac.
Grung. It's kind of dumb, but yeah, he's gonna swim in. Yeah, he's gonna get in there and try to stab this turkey. Okay. With the trident. Yep. 21. And he was going to help Zhuxia with his bonus action. So let's see. Hit. I'm hoping a 21 hit.
21 hits, yes.
Okay. So he takes an additional 2d6. So 11. 11 plus 7. 18 damage. And
18
Grung
points of
also
damage.
needs to make a con save. Oh my god. So he takes 19. Okay, so that's 6, 13 more, so that's 37. And he's got another level of exhaustion. Oh boy.
So he's got 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah. And okay, that's that.
So speed is half and
Yep.
okay. All right. As a uh, legendary action, it will do it. It will spin a little bit and do a tail swipe attack on Grung.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay. That finishes your turn.
Yeah.
It's Drac. So Drac is suddenly mesmerized, looking out the front of his cockpit windows, and he sees his savior, his master, call to him. And the master says, "Kill these infidels. Crush them." All right. Do you want to operate Drac or the craft?
Sure.
Do you have him open already, the ship?
Yeah, the bathysphere. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Depending on which direction he is pointed in, you might need to use one of your levers to rotate and then one to do your multi-attack.
Okay.
But you can definitely do that to attack Rita or Benton. I'm sorry, Rita or Steve.
Steve's invisible.
Okay, then Rita.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who is dodging? So
Okay. Okay. 14.
14 just hits.
Okay. Grappled.
Okay, but you do two attacks as a multi-attack thing. So do the second attack.
And trying to hit the grappled target releases it. So,
Well, there's two claws. So both claws go out simultaneously, and they both do the hit. If one of them hits, then the creature's grappled. Ooh, okay.
well, it's not a critical because it's with disadvantage, but
Right.
so
So 11.
11, 16 damage.
Okay. All right. She's like, oh, now she is grappled. So her speed is 0 right now. She's held. Okay. That is Drax's turn. So time. So the Soul Drowner turns and faces Zhuxia. It's like, you dare defy me. And suddenly something appears in the water in this location. Zhuxia, make me a intelligence saving throw. +3.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you see something that looks like a large um, a moving sphere with spikes or blades, and it's like spinning around, and it looks like the blades are just going to cut you up into shreds. But then you realize that it's not real; it's just an illusion, and then it disappears. Urgh, curse you! All right, it is TikTok's turn. So TikTok, you suddenly see Drac with a far off look in his eyes, turn and pummel and grab Rita with the claws of the bathysphere.
Uh, hey, you big dummy, let go! Kill, kill!
Okay? So he takes damage twice. Um,
Yeah,
so he ends up taking a total of 6 points of force damage.
yeah.
However, each time he takes damage, he gets to make a saving throw. So make 2 wisdom saving throws.
Okay. Now that he has turned, is he in the aura?
Uh, yes, he is. Right. The front of the ship would be in the aura, and that would be where he's piloting from. So, yes.
So
Okay, so that is
14
a 14.
and
All right.
7.
A 14 is just what you needed.
Woo!
You are no longer charmed, and you are
Oh,
looking. Suddenly, Drac is looking horrified.
oh, 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 oh God, what have I done?
Rita is like her held up against the front with her face up against one of the portholes, and she's like banging. It's like, "Hey, dummy, it's me!" Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Bryn, is that your turn?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So it is Bryn's turn. First thing is a con save because of this
Yeah. Oh
horrid
God. Yeah.
ocean
Jeez.
of terror.
19 more points of damage.
Okay. All right. So 16. All right. She's still up. Um,
Yeah.
and she is hearing voices in that general direction. Will use her movement to swim as far as she can in that direction. Um, However, she does come within and without the range of the soul drowner, and it will take an opportunity attack on her. Okay. 14. Um, that will just hit also.
Why did he get 2 attacks?
Don't you do all the attacks when they?
No, it's just a single attack.
Is it?
It's not like the attack action.
Okay.
You're not taking the attack action. You're getting
So
an
if you
attack.
got extra attack, it doesn't count. You don't get to use. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then she takes 14 points of bludgeoning damage. She pulls herself through. Um, as she pulls herself out, she falls kind of like almost her arms outstretched right into Zhuxia. She recoils a little bit. Zhuxia, what do you do?
Uh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. You you're amongst friends here.
Oh, oh, thank God. I've lived under the shadow of that horror. Oh, you must be powerful with magic. I just feel horrible. And so she gets to take another Constitution saving throw.
Yep. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh, she's still blind
Okay.
and exhausted.
Yeah.
All right, Tsushia.
Okay, this isn't working out. I'm going to take down the aura.
Okay.
And then attack the attack the priest. With furious bolts of energy. Okay, that's better. All right. So he's blind, so it's with advantage, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So
So
17 damage there.
all right. First things first. It is mirrored image, so the first one hits. Um,
Okay.
we roll a d20.
Okay. 11.
11. Let me just confirm what that means on the mirror image. So there are three duplicates right now.
Yeah.
Um, you knocked out one of them. Oh wait,
Okay.
say you must roll a 6 or higher to attack. To you have three duplicates. You must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack to a duplicate. I'm actually the one who's supposed to roll on this, so if you want me to roll, I can.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So my roll on the d20 is a 10. So the first attack, it knocks out one of the duplicates. So there are two duplicates left. The
Yeah.
second attack, then, since there are two duplicates, I have to roll an 8 or higher, and it did not. So you actually hit with the second attack,
Yeah. So it's
and it's got
7 damage.
two duplicates left.
Yeah.
Um, 7 damage. Okay, is that your turn?
Uh, yeah. I will, as a bonus action, use my healing light on Bryn there. You know what? I'm gonna hold off. I'm good. We're good.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Benson. So sees that uh, Grung is here, not doing that greatly. He will move over here so that the aura is still around his companions as much as possible. Um, and he will. Hmm. Sorry, guy. I gotta do something about this thing, and he will just swing at it. All right. Both of those things miss.
Yeah.
And let's see. Okay. So that's his turn. Rita said, "All right, I'm taking." Oh wait, she is still grappled. uh, so she will use her. She'll try to get out. That's a dexterity check. Grappled. All right. So it is now the Marrow Shallow Priest attack.
The blind fairy fired priest.
Right. So ah, not sure that it can do that much of these spells without being able to see. most spells you have to be able to see here. So, okay. Um, it will, out of allegiance, move forward um, to right about there, and will make its Constitution saving throw. Oh my gosh!
Con save.
Oh my
Not
gosh!
not so
This is
good today.
crazy. Okay, that's a turn. Steve.
All right, sensing an opportunity here. Steve will come up here and try to sting the merman in the face because he's blind and he's invisible, and you know, you got to take your opportunities where you get them. You know. Okay. Woohoo! Hey, make con save. Unless you're immune to poison.
All right. Nope.
All right. 19 damage.
Gosh.
No longer invisible.
All right. So is that your turn?
That is his turn.
All right. It will use its legendary action to tail swipe Steve.
Okay.
All right. 15,
Ah! Yeah, that hits.
16 points of bludgeoning. Benton is there, so he can block it
Okay.
as to use his reaction, which he hasn't used so far. So okay,
Oh.
take 3 points of bludgeoning.
Hey, thanks, little guy.
Be
He's so
careful!
little.
Be careful! This thing is very, very powerful and very ancient. Okay. Is that your turn? Oh, that's
That's
the.
his
Yes,
turn.
that was his turn.
Yep.
All right. Hold on 1 second here. Doing something mysterious in the background.
Okay.
Okay. What is your passive perception, Zhuxia?
Like a. Where is that listed at?
Right
Oh, there
underneath
it is.
your
I see it. I see it.
skills.
11.
Okay. Um, you suddenly see the behind you from the entrance into this large cavern, the vines of seaweed rustle, and a figure emerges out of it. It is the dead, decaying, skeletonized body of your
Bartleby.
Bartleby come out. He is looking very ragged and haggard, and he underneath his robes, which are flowing behind him, you can see that he has this old um, mail, and he's carrying a wicked-looking sword. However, he does not get a surprise attack on you. Um, he gets a regular attack, though.
Dirty rotten.
Yeah. It's going to make a longsword attack with one hand and then reach out with a life drain on with the other attack. So 16.
I can't see your your
Oh, I'm
rolls
sorry.
anymore.
I forgot to make him public. Sorry. So does a 16 hit you?
Zhuxia. That is my armor class.
Okay. So you take 5 slashing damage from the longsword attack.
Okay.
And then with the life drain attack, um, it misses.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Okay, that's its turn. At the Now on the applet's turn, it gets back its legendary actions, and it is going to um, attack Benton again with its tentacles. Misses, hits, and hits. So 29 points of damage. Benton attempts a con save.
What for?
He's concentrating on a spell.
Oh,
So that would be a 10. So half of 29 is greater than 10, so he loses his concentration on the heroism spell.
mm.
So Bryn no longer gets these temporary hit points. Um, so that is the aboleth's attacks, and it is back to the top with Grun.
All right. He's going to attack with the trident again and try to give Benton advantage on his attacks. Shoot. Okay. So I don't imagine a 9 hits. Um,
Does that mean that Benton doesn't get advantage if he misses?
oh, he still gets advantage.
Okay. A 9 does not hit the aboleth.
Yeah. Okay. That's all Gron's going to do.
Okay. Drac, you
Drac
are, yeah,
Drac will
you're,
turn. Release Rita.
okay.
Uh,
That requires you to use one of your levers.
okay. Um, okay. And then turn and actually, since I'm backwards, what we got here? A bathysphere. An action to move as many as 2 of the levers up or down. Okay, I see. Okay. So then he'll turn and face this critter here, and I guess
Okay.
that's his two lever action.
Okay. All right. All right. So, for a lair action, um, Rita um, suddenly sees something appear. Well, actually, no. Everybody, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw as the waters boil again. So Steve failed.
Then next was actually TikTok with a 15, Drac with a 19, Zhuxia with a 15,
Okay.
and Grung with a 10.
Okay. So Grung and Steve take uh, 2 points of psychic damage. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right.
TikTok.
TikTok.
He's gonna try to blast the blind glowing guy to the sphere.
Okay.
How the hell is it? See what happens. So Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast. So he's got
Okay.
two mirror images.
Yeah. So the first mirror image, uh, it hits. So there's one mirror image left. The second mirror image, I have to get over 11. And yes, so he no longer has any mirror images.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Bryn realizes that there is an enemy close by, um, and she will try to swing her sword in that direction.
Blindly.
Yes, blindly. All right. She gets to make 3 attacks.
Wow.
One with her dagger, and 2 with her rapier. So 12, 9, and an 8. Okay. What the hell does that show my armor class? Oh, this didn't load with the armor class. I need to look it up now. Let's see. Okay, so did she get a 14 on? She got a 4. She didn't get a.
She had a 12 on one.
Yeah, yeah. That did not hit. So Zushia, your turn.
We'll pull out the Grey Lady. And, oh, look at that. Hit the white with the 8 piercing there.
Okay.
And bonus action, tell Steve to stab the blind guy in the face again.
Okay, the sword slices across the top of its chest, and it opens its mouth, and horror and uh, rage All right, Steve.
19 to hit the merman.
Hey, that will hit.
Okay, make a con save.
All right, 13. So it takes 16 points of damage.
Yeah.
It rears back in agony and pain and frustration as it still cannot see anything. Your turn, done?
Yeah.
Okay. So Benton, he is going to, he knows that to help the others, he must be well enough. Um, so he's going to lay hands on himself for 15. Oh, wait a second. He had that advantage on attack.
He does.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna take that back. Sorry. Yes, he will. He will. He will sacrifice himself and go for it.
Ah.
All right. All right. He gets a vicious attack in, cuts deep into one of the tentacles, which rears back, and suddenly, for the first time in millennia, this creature knows pain. Um, again, another sharp sting to the tentacle that was left behind. And with that, takes a 8, 20, 18, oh, sorry,
19?
20 plus 11. Um, oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. I was counting both columns for some reason. Yes, 19. You're right.
Okay.
19. Okay. Um, it will take its tail swipe action on to Benton. Strikes him back,
Oh my
slap,
gosh.
sharp slap across the face for 20 for 12 points of damage. Okay. All right. Hang in there, buddy. And Rita now swims over and will do some damage if she can. All right. She is no longer held by the thing, so I can remove that. 24. Bonus action Slayer's Flare. And 20. Both of those hit. So 19 points of damage. Uh, okay. It will do another legendary action on uh, Benton again.
What will?
The Aboleth.
Oh, it gets another one?
It gets 3 legendary actions.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right. Benton goes unconscious.
Shit. Okay.
All right. And with that, the aura disappears. And it's the Marrow Shallow Priest's turn. All right. It will strike out towards the direction that it felt the sting come from.
Okay.
Um, it has a melee weapon in its hand, a harpoon, and it will. Let me see. Actually, yes, it'll do a harpoon attack. So with disadvantage, 11.
Misses.
Okay.
Barely.
All right. Then it is its chance to make a saving throw again.
Yeah.
13.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
All right. Steve is locked in an epic battle with it.
Hmm.
23 to hit because he's blind.
Okay. That will hit.
Con save.
Okay. So
Uh,
save those 6 points of
half.
damage.
Uh, half poison. So 11 total.
11.
Yeah.
Okay.
So action. He's just gonna stay put.
Um, the Aboleth is going to use its final legendary action, do another tail swipe, this time on Steve.
Okay.
Uh, 17 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Benton is
Jush-
no is unconscious, so he is
Jush-
not able to
Jushia,
help you.
yep, Jushia can have that
Okay.
as a reaction.
Okay.
Actually, is this considered a magical attack?
No.
Oh, so it's already half. Okay. Okay, so that's 5. Okay. 0 and okay. All right. Steve's still hanging in there.
Okay. That used the last of its legendary action.
Okay.
So it is the white's turn, and it will attack um, Zhuxia.
Okay. With the sword first.
Um, yeah, it will actually just switch to a two-handed attack and just do um, 2 longsword attacks. So,
Okay.
all right, 17.
That hits.
So 7 slashing, and then 14.
That misses.
Okay.
So she is going to activate the Rod of Retribution,
Ooh.
and uh, it needs to make I think a dex save. Yeah. Yeah, dexterity save.
Okay.
Yeah. So it takes half damage.
Okay.
So eight damage.
All right. Um, as you hold up this rod that has like filled up with energy, and suddenly shoots back a force of lightning blast into what is left of Bartleby. Suddenly, the red eyes seem to like turn, swivel dramatically in your direction from the Abel left behind.
Hooray!
Okay.
That's yeah. Come and get it.
All right. It will attempt to enslave you, Zhuxia.
Okay. All right.
So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw without any added bonuses at this time. Oh my gosh. It was a DC 14.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Um, so you hear a very annoyed sound in your deep conscious, um, the aboleth will still try to swim over um, in your direction.
Would Grung get a free shot?
Absolutely, he will.
Okay. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right. So 5 damage.
Good. All right. Rita is still within the
Melee.
sphere.
Yeah.
I think Steve wasn't he like
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
it like there?
Yeah.
So
Oh
Steve
yeah.
can make an attack also.
Oh yeah. For sure. Sure can, buddy.
Okay.
Let's see if Steve takes poison damage.
He does take half, so
Yeah, so 3, so 10 total.
okay. Yeah, every little bit. Here we go.
Yeah.
Three tentacle attacks on Zhuxia.
Okay. Oh boy.
All right. 15,
Miss.
25.
That is.
All right, so you take 11 bludgeoning damage. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 29. And con save.
Okay. And then the last one is a 27.
Yeah.
So 14 points of bludgeoning damage and one more con save attempt.
Yeah. Oh, I thought what's his name cut off the tentacle, but
Well,
just
it just
okay.
cut it deeply, but it's still
For
working.
flavor.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Wait. Does if you save on this, are you immune? It does not say that has.
Doesn't say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to go ahead and make another con save. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
you're diseased at this time.
okay, great.
Let's call this. Is there a disease?
All right.
I don't know. Let's call it this. Kind of looks like a medicine thing. Okay. So you got a disease and you're hurt.
Yeah.
And that is its turn. So,
Okay.
back at the top, Grung.
Grung will come over here and give Rita advantage
Okay.
and attack. Oh yeah, 18 to hit.
18 hits.
So, oh, so he hit, so he gets an extra 2d6.
Oh my gosh.
So 5 more. So 5 plus 7, 12 total.
12. Okay. Is that your turn?
That's it.
Okay, Drac.
The bathysphere. Uh,
Okay, the claws hit twice,
yeah, yeah, and
and he is
grappled.
grappled.
Yeah. So 7 points of damage.
Okay. All right. As a lair action, suddenly the waters shift in the area next to Rita, and she needs to make an intelligence saving throw. She does have a bonus that she got with her saving throws now that she is 7th level, but let's see how this helps her.
Uh,
Doesn't help her
mm,
that much.
not so much.
All right. Yes, Rita suddenly turns in that direction because she sees that there is a foe um, that has appeared suddenly. Uh, to her, it looks like a gelatinous cube, and it strikes at her. So she will take a d6 of psychic damage, 1 point of psychic damage. But she is convinced that this is an enemy, and that's the layer action. TikTok.
Uh, since we're looking at the priest, I'm gonna fire 2 blasts at it. Uh, sorry, 19. Oh my gosh. Ugh.
All right. The first one hits. Second one does not, so it does 1 point of damage. All right. Um, so Bryn, is that TikTok?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Bryn turns and faces in the direction and says like, "You foul, disgusting aberration! Go back from where you came from." And she pulls out a weapon that was in a holster at her side. It looks like one of the pistols that you saw on uh, the units. This one it seems to be modified in such a way that it can fire underwater, and she fires 3 times in the direction of the aboleth with disadvantage. Ooh, hits with one. Hits with a 16. No, 16 does not hit. But only would have done 1 point of damage. So, but she does. She hits it, and it uh, part of its flesh gets pulled away close to one of its eyes, and it rears back once again, infuriated, but this time getting more and more scared. The sense of fear from this creature is palpable. It has never been this far to destruction before in its memory. Okay. Bryn gets to make a saving throw, finally, hopefully. Constitution saving throws have been a
Yep.
strange thing this game. All
Yeah.
right, con save 10. Oh my gosh.
So blind.
All right. Zhuxia.
Okay. Uh, disengage as an action. Move, bonus action. Have send some healing to Benton. 9 points of healing.
Oh. All right. He is conscious.
And
The aura is back.
yeah, let's go ahead and make that aura visible.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, let's see. Yeah, right there's good.
The aura of devotion that he just obtained is different than the aura of protection. With the aura of devotion, which is also a 10-foot aura, he or anyone within 10 feet of him cannot be charmed.
Oh, wow.
That was protecting you from being enslaved all this time. So,
Oh,
okay, your turn.
okay. Okay. Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
Benton
that's it.
does not need to make a death save, so um, he will look around. Um, doesn't understand what is exactly going on with Rita because she's turning away. So he will get over here and shoot.
Yeah.
Let me see. Um, got that got that reaction, which I forgot to use. So definitely he's gonna swap at him if he's not careful. All right.
Hey,
Um,
what?
he will have to do something else. He will give do Shield of Faith on. Well, can he lift the blinded condition from Bryn?
With like a lesser restoration, yeah.
Lesser restoration, yeah. Yes, he can do that. So he will do that. All right. So she is no longer blinded. Okay. And that'll be his turn. Um,
Actually, this is something that Zhuxia had with her. She'll hand to. You know what? No, never mind.
do a
Too late.
free object interaction.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Benton can reach out if he sees something that she's holding out.
A potion of invulnerability.
Okay. Um, I'm going to rule that he's got to use an action to quaff that though.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure.
Okay. All right. So the this creature will turn and uh, do a tail swipe attack on Grung.
Okay.
Ooh, miss.
Missy.
Getting shabby. All right. All right. Rita is looking off in this direction. She will use her actions to attack her imaginary gelatinous cube. Okay. They both hit. However, at the end of her turn, I think she gets to make another intelligence saving throw. Yeah, I'll just rule that to be the case. This time she is under the influence of Benton, so she gets a little bit more. And
Hey!
yes, poof, all of a sudden the gelatinous cube vanishes. Okay, and then she turns and sees a big tail coming towards her. It misses. All right, the Marrow Shallow Priest is grappled and looking
Blind,
really hurt. Yes,
glowing.
yes. But since it is grappled, it can still attack something it can feel, and it's going to shoot um, in this direction here. Um, a lightning bolt that goes right through the bathysphere. So I need both Drac and TikTok to make saving throws.
Dexterity.
Let's see.
That was TikTok and Drac.
Okay. So you both take 15 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Um, the um, the ship itself takes a full 30 points of lightning damage,
Okay.
and it gets to make another saving throw. Yay! You can finally see its last moments of life.
Oh. Let's see.
Master, Master, aid me. I've done your service. All right, but he's still grappled.
Still grappled and
Yep.
glowing. The thief's
Yes.
gonna sting him. 17
17.
hit.
Yes, and he is dead. He the poison starts to starts to go through his whole body. You see his skin turn brittle and just flake off, leaving it's kind of like a skeleton of and with like some rotting flesh underneath.
Works
Is it
every time.
your turn?
That's the end of Steve's turn. Steve will move right here.
All right. It's going to do one more attempt with its tail on um, Grung.
Okay.
15.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Phew.
It is the white's turn. He's going to
Yep.
turn on to Bryn and attack. You can see now, so it's first he'll do a long sword one-handed attack and then attempt to drain her life. 13 misses. The life drain hits, so he takes 7. And she's got to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fail.
Okay. All right. She appears to be weakened as you see her life force being pulled through a wound in her arm and goes up into the arm of the horrible white who grins and um, uh, malevolently. Okay, and here we are back at the Soul Drowner. Just looking around for victims and does not see any. So it's going to reach over again and strike at Benton. Okay, Benton once again goes unconscious. All right. The second tail swipe attack is going to be on Rita. Not tail swipe, tentacle attack.
Yeah.
All right, so, and it'll do one more on Grung. Okay. So,
Well, that hits.
yeah, Grung and Rita need to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay, con save. This is for Grung. 17.
And don't forget, you get +3.
Nope.
Oh, wait,
Somebody,
yeah. No.
somebody's unconscious.
Yeah, somebody's unconscious. All right. Con save for Rita. All right, Rita's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but it is going to use its well, let's see. Yeah, it's going to use an enslave again. Um, let's see. So, okay. Yeah, it's going to go for Zhuxia again.
Okay. Alrighty. Here we go.
Oh, nice. All right. The gods are with you, my friend. Okay. So, with that, that finishes this turn. We're back to Grung.
Come on, Rita. We got this thing. Yeah. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Take 2d6 more damage. 7 more, so 10 total.
Okay.
And Rita has advantage.
Okay. All right. So Drac.
Okay, Drac will turn it 90 degrees and come over here. And that'll be his two lever actions.
Okay. All right. Everybody. Suddenly, the water gets violently raging again. So everybody's gonna make a
Wisdom
wisdom saving
saving.
throw. I'll do for Bryn here.
What's the DC?
14.
14. Okay, so this is Steve, fail, TikTok. Is this a magical effect?
Yes.
Okay, so Steve actually has a 16 for that.
Okay.
TikTok, uh, 19, track, Zhuxia, nice, wrong. Of course. Oh man.
Okay.
Okay. I think Glung's the only one that failed there.
Um, did Steve fail?
No, he made it. He's got magic resistance.
Oh, okay. And then Bryn also failed.
Okay.
So you guys take 7 points of psychic damage.
Boy. Okay.
All right, TikTok. You can see
Uh,
the huge red eyes through the porthole.
hmm. That doesn't look so good.
It's starting to look at the bathysphere with sharp interest as a potential threat.
Hmm. Okay. Uh, yeah, Eldritch Blast.
All right, 1 point of damage.
For some reason, it is not adding.
Not adding your bonuses.
Yeah, it should be 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, so close. That's weird. I wonder why that changed.
All right. Um, all right. Seeing a new threat here, it will strike out against the bathysphere with its tail. Right. So the bathysphere takes 16 points of bludgeoning damage as it's cruelly cracked. A little bit of water is starting to trickle through some of the rivets on the inside, but it's holding still.
Okay, so it took 30, and then it took another 16. So 170, 154. Okay. Okay.
All right. So Brandon's going to turn and fight against the white with her rapier and daggers. 25 to hit, which will hit. 13 misses, and then 9 misses. So 5 points of piercing damage. Hold on a second. This immunity, no resistance, so it takes half damage. Okay. Let's see. Does she get a? She can get a disengage action, so she will disengage and kind of get over here. What can I do? How can I help him? He's looking at Benton. Hey.
Try to protect them as best you can. Okay. Zhuxia will hit Benton with some healing light. For 6 points. That's a bonus action, so he's conscious again.
Okay.
Benton, you got to stay away from that thing.
It's got long tentacles. Thanks again.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Maybe you can turn that thing down there. Get it out of here.
Okay.
And then she will blast the Aboleth. The Soul Drowner. Not with that.
Okay.
Not going so hot.
Your turn?
The action. That's it. That's all she's got.
All right. Soul Drowner will use its second legendary action and tail swipe Rita. 20. So Rita takes 12 points of damage. Rita's got 1 hit point.
Yeah, Grung's not looking too hot either.
All right. But that might be all she needs. So
Benton's turn.
Benton. Benton's going to concentrate and cast. Let me see one thing here. He's going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Rita.
Oh, okay.
So attacks from an aberration would be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
On her. Also, it can't be charmed.
Yeah.
But if Ben goes down, the spell will go down anyway, so it doesn't matter. Concentration spell. So. But this might give Rita an opportunity here. All right. It's because the Aboleth is going to once again try to strike down Rita with its tail.
Didn't it just do that?
Yeah, this is its third legendary action.
Oh, okay.
It did one on the Bathysphere and did the one on Rita, and now it's got one more legendary action.
Oh, okay.
All right, so with disadvantage now, 19. Rita is unconscious.
Isn't that a touch spell?
Oh.
Wouldn't he have to be right next to Rita to do that?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Use his reaction to
to
block some of that.
I can do that. I can redo this if that. Yeah, I don't want to break that rule. So So instead of doing that,
Well, I mean, he could, like I said, he could step up there, touch her, and then be within the 5 feet of being able to help block her. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, right, got it. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, that makes sense. Okay, so his interception then
Ugh.
is not enough. Rita is unconscious,
Okay.
and then on her turn, she's got to make a death save. She
Yay.
it's a success. All right, Steve.
All right. Steve will fly in here, swim, and attack this thing with all his fury. 15.
15 just misses.
Um, okay, that's all he's got.
Okay. Um, Bartleby moves up to attack Zhuxia. First with the one-handed attack, and then with the life drain. Does
First
15
miss.
hit?
Nope.
Okay. All right. It's the aboleth's turn. So Rita is unconscious. Benton is here. And Zashia is over here. So it's got its pick of targets. Um, I will go take out Benton first. That is, Benton is out. Okay. Then attacking the bathysphere. I believe that misses. Its armor class is 20, and then
Okay.
it will attack again and misses. Um,
Okay.
all right. It will attempt once again to enslave Drac. So go ahead
Drag.
and
Okay.
make another wisdom saving throw for Drac. All right. So Drac is now charmed. However, that used up its enslave abilities for the day. And we are at the top with Grung.
All right. Pulls out his daggers. No, no one to help. Dagger 1. Ah, jeez. Dagger 2. Ugh.
Goodness.
Plus. Uh,
All right, it's going to turn and hit Drung, Grung with its tail. 19.
Yeah, I think that hits.
Okay, so is he unconscious?
I think he is.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, yep, yep.
All right, Drac, what do you want to do? You're the creature that you adore that is looking at you with these big, beautiful red eyes wants you to grab the rod from Zhuxia or kill Zhuxia,
Okay.
whichever you can do.
All right. Uh, Turn and move.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Okay. Right. Really have used up all the lair action, so we're going to skip that this turn. Um, so, TikTok.
Ah, buddy, what are you doing? You're doing that. We've talked before. Yoo! Yoo! Jeez.
Okay. Go ahead and
I don't
make
know.
two wisdom saves.
I don't know if Drax's still up. Let's
Is
see.
he still up?
21. No, he's still up.
Okay.
Okay. Drax, wisdom save 1.
Okay. So
Okay.
he is um, back to himself again.
Uh, okay. Uh, that's all TikTok can do.
All right. So Bryn goes over here. She she scurries. She kneels down. She is pulling something out of her pack as frantically as she can, and she gets it. It's it looks like a small little pellet, which she breaks open and like shoves into Benton's mouth. So Benton again is conscious. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, little guy, come on. We need you. We need you on the side. It's not over yet. It's hurt, but it's not down. Okay.
Okay, Benton's up for the moment. That's something. Grung is down. Uh, just gonna try to hit it with some bolts of Eldritch energy. Oh my god. Hey!
How do you want to do this?
Ah, right through the three eyes of doom. It hits one and it like fractures, and then the beam continues and it fractures the next one, and then the third one just explodes in a ball of red glass.
Okay. With that, the creature starts to it has taken a mortal wound. It's flailing, it's convulsing, but it doesn't leave behind a corpse. It starts to disapparate starts to disintegrate in such a way as if the molecules and the little particles that compose its bodies are being pulled back from the the plane where its existence started, and pretty soon it just completely is gone. But there is something left behind. There's a small, slightly glowing purple object in this location here.
Okay.
Immediately, though, you realize you can't breathe. And Bryn, the same way, she's like gasping, putting her hand up to her mouth, and then she's like frantically, once again, searching through her pack. Um, Rita and Grung um,
Are are
are
the
still unconscious.
did
Um,
did did the white just disappear or
yes,
still
the
live?
white he went from being undead to just dead, and he just
Okay.
his body limply starts to just sink farther down towards the city below.
Okay. Okay. My my patron prepared me for this. So I will I will choose all of my companions to also you can choose up to 10 creatures. So everyone is able to breathe water.
With that, so Rita and um, Grung are still unconscious, but
Yeah.
they are no longer taking damage from being underwater.
Drowning.
Um,
Yeah.
so Benton, on his turn, will reach over and he will choose. Here, I've got Rita. Can somebody help Grung? I can get to him if nobody else can, and she'll revive Rita. Oh, it's gone. Oh, we're alive. Oh, kid. And she gives Benton a big hug. Wait, hold on a second. Hold it. I need to help Grung. And she will reach over and apply healing to Grung. So Grung gets 15. Rita gets actually somebody had a disease, right?
Uh,
That looks like it was
Zhuxia.
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 Yeah,
Yeah.
so he will save five of his lay on hands to heal her disease, so she doesn't have to worry about that.
Okay.
And he gives Zushia a big hug. Oh gosh, I'm so glad that you thought ahead about that spell. I feel like everything's been lifted, but
It
oh,
it it was indeed fortunate.
all right,
Um, so, but I don't think they are very not terribly mobile. I think water breathing just gives them the ability to breathe water.
right. You would now have to move at half speed.
Yeah.
Um, you, Zushia, after you did the coup de grace and the killing blow on the soul drowner, you did notice that small blue, purplish object, which now seems like it's starting to drift away.
Okay. Uh, so after everyone's healed, she'll swim over and actually she'll mage hand it. Whoop, and bring it closer to her.
Okay, it is a gem. Um, um, First of all, make me a uh, I'm sorry to say, yeah, you can do it. I mean, you can move close enough to it, and your mage hand has got enough reach that it's not like trying to move away from you. So, yes, you grab it, you bring it towards you, and you find yourself looking at um, a purple brain that is about the size of a large or small melon. It is a gem that is carved to look like a cerebrum, the two hemispheres of a brain. Um, are you holding in your hands or just your mage hand?
Ah, huh. You know, one of my personality traits is I don't pay attention to risks. Never tell me the odds. She'll bring it and yeah, she'll pick it up.
Okay. As soon as she does, she notices that below her, um, almost 1,000 feet below you, where the city is, a large dome appears around the city. It's purplish and it seems to glow the same color. Um, you realize that once you touch this, that this is the key to being able to go through that protective shell
Dome. Yes.
around the city to pass through. Um, Without this, you would not have been able to go much farther. Um, but this is the key.
Huzzah! We've done it. We've well, we just have
Gosh.
to go down. And can we like cling to the bathysphere and as it swims down?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay. Uh, first TikTok. TikTok is going to. We only did a fairy fire. Um, okay. I'm guessing everyone is still pretty bad shape. Yeah, everyone's in bad shape. Um, are you still there?
Yep.
Okay, the music stopped. Okay, let's go down through the purple dome.
Okay. So, as in a procession, some of you holding on to the bathysphere, some of you holding on to other party members as you're being dragged. You barely have the strength, and the bathysphere begins to make its descent. As it does so, the pressure becomes um, painful. Um, you can barely tolerate it. Um, However, as you pass through the purple hemisphere, um, you you pass through as if it weren't there, and suddenly it's not so oppressive anymore. But the strange dark city that you descend upon, um, you have a sense of foreboding about. However, you look at Bryn, and she has a sense of almost excitement, and she can't speak Aquan anymore, but she seems to be pointing in one direction as she is being dragged along by the bathysphere. You follow her directions, and she takes you to a large structure. Um, it's relatively formless, but it basically looks like a box, and there is a large opening in the side of the box, as if a door made for a large vehicle to enter in, and um, just as convenient of an entrance as you could want, and it pulls you. The bathysphere pulls you into the darkness under here, and the lights of the bathysphere illuminate the inside interior of this relatively stark building with some little furnishings here and there, but there is no light of its own at this time. But then, as soon as the bathysphere alights onto the surface, the ground, she jumps off and she grabs Zhuxia. She grabs you by the hand and she wants to pull you in a direction. Do you go with her?
Yeah.
She takes you to one side of this area, and you come to a place where it appears that there is would be a door. At least it looks like a stone slab, the shape of a door. However, there are no handles on this door. Um, there is nothing really about it. It's relatively smooth, except for one concavity in the center of it that seems to be familiar in shape. It has a couple of um, other little sharp concavities around the central concavity, and you recognize it as the keyhole where your rod will fit.
Yeah. I look at
And
her.
she gives you a nod.
I look at the rest of the party.
The party,
Take up. Take the rod.
Rita, yeah, Rita and Benton are standing back, excited. Um, and as you bring the rod and bring it into connection, um, suddenly a vibration starts. The whole floor starts to vibrate. Behind you, you see um, the opening that you had come through suddenly gets closed off as two large doors slide into place behind you. And then suddenly, light slowly starts to fill the interior of this space. As it does so, you look up and you can see that the ceiling of the space is now kind of wavy, and you can see that there is actually air above you, and the air is coming down farther and farther, and then your heads are above the water, and the water is going down and draining, draining, draining until it's finally gone, and you find yourself once again breathing dry air. And that's where we will end tonight's session
What
of
just happened?
Zhuxia and friends against the Soul Drowner.
Yay!
Yay. Close calls there.
Little what?
Close calls.
Couple.
Yes.
That was tough.
Yes, I feared a TPK at several points there.
Yeah. 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 Con save. Yeah. Yeah. That. I. Yeah. I just. Yeah. I just couldn't get into melee with that aura. Too bad. I was hoping to use that more effectively. And I didn't realize how big a 30-foot radius was.
Well, that effectively took the marrow shallow priest out of it, and that it could have done a lot of damage with the spells. I mean, the you didn't have spell attacks on top of the aboleth's attacks. That would have been much worse. But it did get Bryn out of her enslavement soon, and seemed things seem to be going for you really well at the beginning there, but yeah, wow,
Yeah,
exciting
that was
combat.
rough. Yeah, wow, yeah. Shoo. Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
all those
well, with
crazy
that,
things. Well, all right, cool.
I will
Very cool.
end the recording. Thank you for watching, and